hope your night is going well. Oops, I made the description wrong on YouTube. It's okay. Actually, I won't be playing Rivals 2 tonight. Well, probably not anyway. I'm just gonna be drawing tonight. Though I might draw some Rivals 2 characters, honestly, if I'm in the mood. I'm just gonna be kind of drawing, in between, and just kind of talking about life right now. Nothing serious, don't worry. It's just gonna be like, you know, chill, casual, kind of casual talking about life and stuff. You know, actually, before I do anything, let me make sure my mic is set. Okay, good. It should be the clearer microphone. Oops, and I forgot to set Twitch. Not Twitch, what the fuck, Discord. What the fuck? I was like, why couldn't I think of what you were calling first? There you go. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm just gonna be drawing tonight. But it's also like a Q&A, I'm just gonna be talking about life and stuff. I've been drawing myself as this like little cat thing recently. It comes from a conversation, well, not really a conversation, it came from like a meme that I was sending with my girlfriends. It was that one meme with the, yeah, sure, going for it. It was that one meme with, like, the cat with the one eye. It's just like an orange cat. So I just started saying, oh, that's me, and then I just started drawing myself like this, and the cursor tail I just thought looked cool. I don't know what to call this one yet. But yeah, you can ask a question. How's life going for me? Pretty good today. You know, I went to my younger sister's birthday party. She's 9 today. Well, her birthday was a week ago, but it was probably this week due to time and stuff. She turned 9 a week ago. It was fun. We went to this place. I don't know if you've heard of like Sky Zone, or it's like there's like a million places like it in America where it's like there's like trampoline parks. I had fun. I did jump a little. It's a little bit awkward when you're like when I used to go when I was younger, even when I was like a teenager, like I still felt like I belonged there. But now I'm like 23, and like doing that kind of thing is like I feel kind of like a fish out of water. But I still had fun. I think the one thing that really sucks about getting older though is you know, kind of like the feeling of like when like I get out of breath like so much easier nowadays. Even like doing like really basic stuff. I don't know if it's just a me thing because of my diet or like how I eat and stuff. Maybe it is. But like after a few like minutes, I have to like stop and like take a breather and like drink some water or stuff because I get like so dehydrated so quickly. It's fun because I love it sucks because I love trampoline parks. Hey Paige, good to see you, girl. But like I don't know, it's like, and I'm thinking about like stuff like, what if I go on like a roller coaster nowadays? I haven't been on a roller coaster in like ages. Like, and just thinking about that, like, oh man, like, damn, can I like not enjoy those things anymore because I'm old now? And it's like damn, really damn. But I hope not. I hope it's just like a dietary thing because I do admit like I eat like shit a lot of the time. Well, I've been getting better about it. I've been drinking a lot more water lately. Not literally, but like Jesus. But like you know, just junk food really. And it's like I'm aware of it. Really, it's just when it comes down to it, like, it also has to do with, you know, the state of the country right now, and, like, I do enjoy eating salads, don't get me wrong, it's just, I can't eat the salad right now, because the lettuce will fucking kill you, or, like, make you perform really badly in Game 15 against Hungry Fox. Like it did to fucking Cody Schwab. Evil fucking lettuce. Like, so evil lettuce. But I do enjoy it. It's, I have not been to Kennywood, but I have heard of it. I used to enjoy, actually, I went to, I was down the shore, last week. I went to, Ortley Beach, and they have, like, a nice little pier. They have a nice little pier, with a few, I haven't been on the roller coaster in a while, but we did do more. The Garfield, yes, the Garfield Dark Ride, yes. I remember the Funkland episode on that. Oh, Waluigi Pinball. They haven't rolled this one in a while. Trying to do like the expression that like it signifies that I'm like I'm fucking out of breath. Like my heart just gets like so fucked up if I try and like do like too much physical activity. Though swimming is the exception. I can swim for a long time still, which I think goes back to me like being like dehydrated. Speaking of, I'm not drinking a soda tonight. For our soda checkers, I am drinking a, what the fuck is this? Polar Premium Seltzer. It's pomegranate. Are deer good swimmers? I'd like to say I'm a pretty good swimmer. Maybe it's the, otter in me. Dilly, what do you think of whatever they did with Crash for Fortnite? I expected him to look like that. Hey Carson. I wish they kind of like fucked up the eyes, I think. I don't know why the eyes look like that, but like everything else about him like is what I expected him to look like if he ever got into Fortnite. I just think the face looks a little chopped, but everything else about him looks pretty good, honestly. I don't think he looks that bad, as other people have been saying. No, that collab wasn't AI. I mean, it might have been partially AI, knowing Tim Sweeney, but no, I don't think it was AI. I thought it was AI at first when I saw the leak, honestly. Because of how chopped Crash's face looks, but no, he just fucking looks like that. He just fucking looks like that. I'm really excited for that, though, because it's like, they're kind of like, okay, we see Dilly hasn't been playing the game in a while, so we're gonna do the 3-in-1 combo. We're gonna do Crash. We're gonna do Mega Man. We're gonna do Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. And on top of all that, Pac-Man. And Nintendo's also tweeting about it, which could mean anything. I think Nintendo's just like, Nintendo's just like, whatever, we'll advertise it. We're not gonna give him anything, we'll fucking advertise it. Put fucking Kirby Sidekick in the game, I'll play it for life. What's my favorite soda? That's a hard one. I'm a big soda junkie. I think, like, for, like, basic sodas you can get, like, anywhere. I'd say, like, Dr. Pepper, probably. Or, like, Cherry Coke. For the real gamer shit, I really like, in terms of basic sodas, I also really like Baja Blast. But in terms of, like, the real good shit, I like Frosty's Blue. Frosty's Blue is really, really fucking good. Like, those gourmet sodas, oh, yeah. Those gourmet sodas, I ate that, I drink that shit, like the, that looks like a bong. Let me fix that. There you go. Still kind of looks like a bong, but it's like whatever. That's me drinking Frosties. My favorite soda is water. Yeah, my favorite, when I turn 30, my favorite soda will also be water. Be real. If there's any Rivals 2 character in the lore... Oh, if, like, any character in the lore I would want in Rivals 2? I mean, I'd like that giraffe guy, just to see what they would do with him. I like giraffes. I think giraffes are funny. I think they're funny looking guys, and it would be really funny to have like a guy that like swings his neck around. Like that's the attack. Like like that's his forward strong. that's his forward strong. I forget what his name is. There was a giraffe in the Rivals lore, if I remember correctly. Let me look it up real quick. Rivals of Ether Giraffe. I know Loxodon has a giraffe skin because I have it. Svetlava. That is the name of the character. The communities create Svetlava. Yeah, it's like a really cool looking guy, honestly. I don't know why he's blue. There you go. That's a cool character. I think having Adam Capybara as a character would be very funny. His weak spot is his neck. Yeah, he's like... his big weakness is he's too tall. What question should I ask you? Ask me stuff about, like, anything, really. It's not... Don't be inappropriate. Don't be weird. Don't be misogynistic. I don't fucking... Otherwise, it, like, go wild. Dilly, I never asked you this, but if you ever watched it, what did you think of Hoppers? I loved Hoppers. It's been my favorite Pixar movie of this recent generation, I think. I love Hoppers. And I'm a bit biased because I love beavers. As little creatures. I would kill if there was, like, a beaver skin for Dewey. I haven't gone a beaver in a while. Also, I just thought it was a very pleasant movie. I thought the message was, like, kind of good, though. It did feel kind of, like, cowardy. Is Miss Andrew cool? I mean, I would advise you don't, but I wouldn't care. I did think the message was kind of cowardly at the end, though. I feel like, but maybe I'm too woke about it. I mean, yeah, I guess, unity is the most important part of it. Yeah. Draw my name with only one finger? It's kind of hard because I can't without, like, dropping my pen. But I try. Okay, here, I'll use my mouse. Here's my mouse. There you go, I did it. There you go, I did it. What Soul and Deltarune would get along with who in Rivals? I feel like Orange would get along with Olympia, because they're very similar characters. Like, you just like... Hang on, I go. I feel like they would get along pretty well. Also, my playlist loves this song for some reason. I only have it, like, once here. I have to look into, like, the intricacies. Okay, I swear to God, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I feel like Spotify playlists are messed up because I will keep being, like, the same songs on loop. I feel like I have to close the app before I get, like, new songs in my playlist. And it's weird because, like, it's shuffle. I don't have smart shuffle on. I know I don't have smart shuffle on. So it's like, it's a little weird like that. Yeah, I think they would be friends. I think they would get along. Because they're very similar characters and they're punch rats. I feel like that would be like their thing. may increase the canvas size because it's probably gonna be a long stream. Yeah, I'll save it. Much. I'll save it as Ollie. All my file names for my like CSP like files are just very basic, like how many different plat fighters have I played? I'm gonna count on my fingers. I've played Smash 64, Smash Melee, Brawl 4, Ultimate. That's 5 right there. I'm not counting 3DS and Wii U as separate games. That doesn't count. I played NASB 1, NASB 2, Rivals 1, Rivals 2, Brawlhalla, regrettably. Punch Time Explosion, so we're about like 21. No, wait, no, that's not right. I think that's 11. That's 11, yeah. Punch Time Explosion. I've played Punch Pound of Time. I've played a few quick matches. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up. So we're on 14. Project Plus. I don't know how I forgot that one. I'm only counting Project Plus as one. Multiverses. I did play Multiverses again, regrettably. Let me think. Is there any more after that? I'm not counting like Flash games. I guess I'll count Smash Flash too, because that is more than just a Flash game. I have played Crusade. I'm not counting any more Brawl mods. Yeah, I count Rivals 1 and 2. They're already in there. So that's 18. I haven't played Framemakers, actually. I'm waiting until it's a little bit more complete. Which is unfortunate, because it does look good. Oh, and Slap City. That's 19. I played 19 in like total. Which Disney world would you like to see in Kingdom Hearts 4? Club Penguin, but I know that's never happening. So I would say actually probably like Phineas and Ferb. I think a Disney Channel world would be pretty cool, like Kim Possible or something like that. You know, have like Sora take down like Dr. Draken or something, or Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Can I even draw Dr. Doofenshmirtz from memory? I feel like I'd like this in a fucking suck clip. That's not bad. That's not terrible, actually. I thought it was gonna look a lot worse. But these are like teeth. He's just a head. I know he's hunched over. Oh, Amphibia would be a really good one too, actually. That would be a really good one too. You have me there. That would actually be a really good one. Somebody, I think Upgrade asked me any plans for the fall season. You know, I'm probably just gonna be working. You know, I work in the educational field, so, you know, when September rolls around, that's kind of when work starts up for me again. Where are my chat messages coming from? Right there. You can see it right above me, right there. Does Twitch not load? Oh, I guess not. It should. It's a little bit delayed, I guess. But, like, I can still see them. It's on Restream. But, I can still see them. I guess it's just not on stream. Oh well. There's a lot of them on, a lot of them have been on YouTube. Do you think Smash 6 will ever happen? Yes, I think Smash 6 will happen. Whether my interest in Smash 6 will be more than Ultimate, I don't think so, honestly. I don't think I will be as invested in Smash 6 as I was in Ultimate, because Ultimate came out at, like, right around the right time for me. I was in, freshman year. And it was like Christmas came in like summer. Christmas in, not July, but Christmas in June. Or whenever it got first revealed, I honestly forget. And for the rest of my sophomore year, I was literally just, I wanted Ken and Crash Bandicoot. And I didn't get Crash, but I got Ken. And that's all I needed for like 4 years. You know, actually, Smash Ultimate is partly what started my internet career as like this big, well, big is subjective, but like this big, quotation marks, content creator. Because I used to just make Smash shitposts because I thought they were funny. And other people thought they were funny, and then that's kind of how I got my start. I started like with like 500 likes on a lot of my posts, and then it slowly started creeping like 1,000, 2,000. That's really all you have to do. You just have to say shit and like be yourself, and that's kind of how you get like. If you try playing the game, you'll lose. But if you try like, if you just earnestly approach the game, you'll probably do pretty well. Honestly, that's my best advice if you're like trying to grow your platform. Just do it earnestly. Don't be fake. You know. I haven't drawn Ken in a while, actually. He used to be like I used to be so into Street Fighter, and then. Have I been playing a Tomodachi Life recently? Yeah, a little bit. I don't get on my Switch 2 that often, because I'm just so busy. But... Hang on, sorry, I'm going back. Going back down. Without spoiling anything, what did you think of the new Spider-Man movie? I loved it. Maybe I'm a sucker, but, you know, that genuinely felt like the most comic booky movie the MCU has put out in a long time. That was a very good movie. There are some things I didn't like about it. Like I thought the pacing was a little bit weird in some parts, but that's usually what I say when I come down to like negatives. I thought like, you know, I'm just curious how this is all gonna tie into Doomsday, really. But like, I don't know. I think as a standalone movie, yeah, I loved it. I'm trying to draw Ken for memory. I'm curious. I can't even do that anymore. I think Ken is partially the reason for why I draw eyes like this usually when I'm starting out, because that's how I used to draw like his eyes, and I still do, as you can see. Gotta give him his big ass eyebrows, his big ass dyed eyebrows. I used to be obsessed with this motherfucker. Such an asshole. And then he got humbled in Street Fighter 6 because he has to be on the run from the law. He's got framed. That was a really cool way to take his character out. Just make him cocky Mick douchebag again. Did you know that a theater... Yes, I did see that. Yes, I did see that. I find it really hard to talk about Framemakers because I'm a really nitpicky person since I've played so many Plat Fighters. And know when something should probably be fixed. I feel the same way sometimes. Like, I'm a little afraid to talk about Rivals 2 more because, the thing about Rivals 2 is that it's a very polarizing game for a lot of people. Some people love it and think it's like the second coming of like Melee or something like that, and you know, I can kind of see that. Or like PM, because you know there isn't really a great way to play PM right now without doing input netcode, not input delay, delay-based netcode. Thank you. I mixed up the terms. Sorry. You know, I would love for P+ to have rollback netcode someday. Mostly because I just love playing PM. It's really fun. I love playing like sometimes I just go into like local mode and just like fuck around against the CPUs as like DDD or Kirby or Wario. And you know, I feel like partially the way about NASB because NASB is a very isolated. I wouldn't even say it's isolated because we are pretty much everywhere. NASB is a really big melting pot community. But like when I talk about like the game's flaws, like in design and stuff, like when I'm talking about like stuff like how weird like and jank shit is, I don't want it to sound like I'm putting the game down. because I do like Nasby. I do really genuinely like Nasby still. Even if I'm kind of like fatigued from talking about it right now, I do still genuinely like talking about Nasby. It's just I'm just wondering if the retention would be there if I shifted to something like, I don't know, Rivals, or because I've been mainly focused on Rivals ever since GUI came out, or even a little bit before, basically since he was announced. So I'm not as in tune with Nasby as I used to be, but it really hasn't changed that much. I mean, I'm still around. It's just I don't run events anymore for it most of the time. I've been thinking about it sometimes, but no, I don't really anymore. I consider myself retired as a tournament organizer for Nasby too. It's mostly pretty much everything is run by Cherry or Fig or Bean now. Mostly Cherry. No offense to Fig or Bean, they're wonderful people, but it like we gotta give it up to Cherry. He's just the guy. He's the guy. If you need anything, Nasby. And Rivals 2, I kind of feel like a fish out of water because I admit I'm not really an amazing player at it. Maybe yet, but like... And with Nasby, that was fine because I still like the characters enough. You know, the thing about me as a player is I may not be good, but I am funny. And that is like... That, I think, is more important in a lot of things. Because, you know, I'm not... You know, I can go 1-2 or 2-2 or even 0-2. I did go 0-2 last Rivals 2 tournament I entered. Mostly because I SD'd twice. Oh my god, fucking god. Please get me off Edalus. Yeah, you know, I don't care as long as I have a good mentality over it. Like, you know, it's just a video game. Because I used to have a dog shit mentality, especially when I was playing Nasby 1. I got really in my feels over Nasby 1 because that game was so fast, and I felt like I was, like, stupid for even trying. And I still feel like that way sometimes, particularly when I go on ranked in Rivals 2. Am I going to Plat Fight? I want to. It's just, it's a big commitment if I try to. And the reason for that is, it's in Canada this year, I think. Canada, you know, nothing against Canada. I like Canada. The problem is, I'm a transgender woman, and I would have to get a passport in, you know who's America. So, that's kind of the hurdle. That would be kind of the hurdle for me, to make sure that they would have like the correct information. Because once you get a passport, it's good for 10 years. But if they have the wrong name on there, it feels like. And the price, you know, the pricing is also really, all these events, man, are like so fucking expensive. They're so fucking expensive. But like, I would love to come out and support my homies in like Nasby 2 or something, even if there is a big Nasby event coming up that I would rather save for because it'll be in Illinois. It's not. Is it just called Battle Blimp? I think it's just called Battle Blimp again. I gotta remember what Cherry fucking called it. It's like Hidden Temple too. I would love to go there because I would just love to go there to help out. Yes, it's called Battle Blimp again. What do you think of that Nasby 3 leaked roster image? I don't know. It's been so long now. I forget what characters were even on there, but yeah, that was super fake. And it made me upset that people are so like easily fooled by AI that they couldn't even see like that. That shit was so fucking fake, man. It's not even funny. Like, oh my god. Even on the Rivals 2 events, like, Well, my legal name isn't my dead name anymore. My legal name is my correct name, which is Rebecca, which I'm okay to say with online because for the longest time my handle was Rebecca. So most people know my name is Becca in real life. I'd still appreciate it if you call me Dilly or Dr. Distorto, whatever the fuck you want to call me now. But yeah, I don't think, you know, I don't know. It's the uncertainty of it, which I'm kind of like skeevy about. I just don't want it to be like me. Wasn't the NASB 3 leak just that Nick tennis game? I don't think there was a leak to begin with. I think it was all fake. But the tennis game looked really, like, kind of competent, actually. It looked okay. It looked decent. You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for that Garfield platformer. I'm excited for that Garfield platformer, because Garfield hasn't really had, like, a video game in... like a genuine like platformer in a long time. Since I think since Garfield's Nightmare on the Nintendo DS, which I used to play. I genuinely used to play Garfield's Nightmare on Nintendo DS. Everybody say hi, Garfield. He's spinning wonderfully right here. I'm not even sure NASB 3 is ever happening. I think it could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it never happened. Here's the thing for me. The scary thing about a potential NASB 3, if it ever happened, it could play absolutely nothing like NASB 2. Which would suck, because I really like NASB 2. And if NASB 3 is, like, completely different, if it's made, like, by a completely different dev team that doesn't understand, like the important... Like, what if it's just, like, Punch Time Explosion? That'd be funny, but that'd be really bad. Like... That would be my fear. Like... And no offense to my goats in the PTE Discord. No offense. But, like, we all know Punch Time Explosion is, like, a Kuzo day. That is the thing about NASB 3, that if it ever happened, it would need to be... Timmy would need to be there. There's no excuse at this point. He was in Dice of Destiny. He needs to be there. They have no excuse anymore. I'm gonna draw a Ninja Turtle. I really enjoy a Ninja Turtle. I feel like if there's anything you should be a fan of in the modern day, it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because you will always be fed. We're talking, like, worse than Brawling. We're talking, like... this one's Leo. It's Leo, now. The blue bandana, it's Leo. Happy to help! Turtle power! The funny thing is, NASB 2 only has, like, 4 more characters than Melee, and I'm fine with that. 29 characters? You know, 30 characters is a completely fine roster to have. Brawl only had 33. I think. I think it was 33 if you count, like, Pokemon Trainer as, like, 3 in 1. But either way, the point is, it didn't have that many characters, actually, when you come down to it. It was more about, like, I think Brawl, low-key... Brawl at 39. Thank you. Loki, I think Brawl was the perfect roster for the time. I think Brawl is one of the most perfect rosters ever created. It has pretty much everything you need. You got Mario, you got Luigi, you got the Mario Brothers, you got, you know, Peach and Bowser, very important characters in that series. You got Yoshi and Mario and, you know, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, who were still very important at the time. Still are. Even more now, actually, because Bonanza. You know, I'm not gonna list every character, and I think the 2 third-party characters they added were, like, perfect for the time. Were, like, perfect for the time. You got Snake, you got Sonic. I think those were very good choices. Am I interested in the Zelda movie? Originally I wasn't, but then I saw who was playing Ganondorf, and whew, ho 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 ho. Now I am. Now I am. Hey, I hope you're not sarcastic with that Olimar comment. Olimar is the GOAT. Olimar is the fucking GOAT. Originally, yeah, I was an Olimar hater, but then I played Pikmin. That guy is the fucking GOAT. For having to put up with Louis' bullshit. Or more. You may suck in Brawl? Almar's top 3 in Brawl! What are you talking about? He gets 6 Pikmin! He is top 3! He does not suck in Brawl. Not at all. He's so good in that game. Olimar. 6 fucking Pikmin! You failed the test. Nah, it's okay though. I think Olimar is a very weird character though, so I don't blame you for not knowing that he's actually that good. I tried to play Olimar for a bit in Ultimate, where I think he's still pretty good. But it was just weird because like he's not a scrapper. You can't really scrap with him, and he's very like, you gotta know when to have like the right Pikmin and what they do and stuff. It's, you know, it's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool set play character. Maybe not for me, but I do admire his like. I do admire how he works. I think it's a cool idea. I like him better in P+, but I do like him in Ultimate too. What if I told you there was a My Hero Academia Battle Royale Plat Fighter-like game? Never heard of it. If you're a shootout or on V1. Ultimar. Let me see. I don't know, man. No, I don't know, man. Didn't get me. I'm just gonna shell in Nazwicord. So if you're in Nazwicord, by the way, I think I still have grinders as a command. Let me try and use it. Might work on Twitch. I'm not sure if it'll work on YouTube. But yeah, it's not gonna work on. Oh no, it did work on YouTube. Favorite Pikmin game? I'm gonna go ahead and say like probably the first one. Honestly, I think the first one is very simple and very to the point. It's not that long either. I wish I had the time to play like long games, because I do like long games when it comes down to it. Alright, bye Dave. Have a good night. But I just don't really have the time for that anymore. And I wish I did. Maybe that's a restriction I'm putting on myself. But like yeah. I don't know. Pikmin's not that long though, so I enjoy Pikmin. The first one. Pikmin 1. Pikmin 1 and 2, and Pikmin 3. Pikmin to play control for the Wii. Lost Pikmin game. I've always wondered, what is spacebeer.net supposed to be a reference to? Well, first, it's a reference to my website, which is just spacebeer.net. But it's also a reference to IP Alien by Pilot Red Sun, who is one of my favorite animators. It's a little short about a alien that walks into a bar and asks for beer. So the bartender gives the alien normal beer, but the alien says, "I only drink space beer," and then shoots the bartender. And decapitates the bartender. And then he just kind of walks out and looks at a mother and her baby, and then like it just says the aliens have taken over. It's very funny. You have to watch it. It's called IP Alien on YouTube. IP Alien. That's what it's called. Yeah. It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube. Dr. Distorto, which is my new platform fighter tag, is a reference to the first Mother game. Ink! Alright, I'll see you later, bye. Yeah, Pilot Redstone is also the guy that made... Yes, he did make Garfield Fade, he did Grinch's Ultimatum. Personally, I think Grinch's Ultimatum is his best work. I think Garfield is honestly like a mid-tier Pilot Redstone video. It's not very funny. I mean, it's funny, but it's not very, like, his style of funny. I think it's very, like, very shitposty. Yeah, that's not what it is. It was a funny thing, you know, like, I would like to be, like, you know, I've thought about, I think about death sometimes, you know, which is really weird opener. It's like that meme of, like, Family Guy where it's like, who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. But, like, I think when I go, which, you know, eventually I'll go at some point, I hope it's not until I'm, like, 80 or like, you know, 89 or something, but, like, I would like to live long if I can. But, like, the thing I just want to do is just, like, have some kind of lasting, like, thing. Even if somebody just stumbles upon it. Saying, like, yeah, that was my thing I did. It was really cool. And I hope it's a positive thing. Alright, Victor, I'll see you too. Bye-bye. I'll have to do this earlier next time. Yo, Nikita. That's good. That's you right there. That's just some kind of, like, lasting impact on people, I think. You know, if I made you laugh, or I just... Even if you didn't know that it was me. Yeah, that's kind of what I would like to leave behind when I'm done in the world. You know? And I still got... You know, I hope I still got plenty of years ahead of me, so I can do that kind of stuff, but... Yeah. Just thinking. It's just weird, because, like, death... Like, thinking about death is, like such, like, a... Like, why the fuck would you think about that? Like, why the fuck would you think about that? But, like... I don't think it's wrong to think about it sometimes. Like, be existential and stuff. I'm a very spiritual person. Though I wouldn't say I'm, like, overtly religious, either. I mean, I kind of can't be because I'm trans, is the thing. You know, those two don't tend to mix well. I don't think they can't coexist. I hope, because, you know, when I was growing up, I was raised as a Methodist, which is, like a sector of Christianity, I think. If you ask me honestly, I would say I do believe, like, I do believe in God. Maybe not as, like, this tangible thing, but, like, just as, like, this force that, like, just does, like, stuff. Because I think there are things that are too weird to be explained by, like, science alone. Like, I'm kind of spiritual in that sense. I think my preferred, like... I think, like, just being, like, lights out after death is kind of like a boring scenario. Like, you know, I would hope there is something after, like, after it's all done. Like, honestly, I'm not, you know, I wouldn't say I'm Hindu, but I'm honestly a big, I'm a big believer in reincarnation. I think that's a fun one. If there's anything I could be reincarnated as, you know what? If I was reincarnated, I would just want to be a house cat with an owner that loves them very, very much. That would be my preferred next life. I would just want to be a house cat. Maybe not a house cat with one eye, but, you know. Yeah. This is gonna be me in my next life. That's me. Probably be an orange cat, because I'm very stupid. But Oh, it's gonna be all hard now, yeah. I would just laze around, live my life, catch birds. Just kind of do my thing. Maybe that's why I like Garfield so much, because I relate to him. I too would just like want to be a cat that just eats all day and like watches TV. Not worrying about the cares of the human world. Or the ethical dilemmas. Well, I mean, I do still care about, like, I mean, I obviously care about, like, ethical dilemmas and stuff, but like, if I was a cat, I wouldn't really have, like, control over it, because, you know, what was a cat gonna do about, like the United Nations? What's a cat gonna do about that? But, yeah, that would be, like, like, thing. You know, I've looked into Therianism, and I took a test, and I came out as, like, not a Therian. But I would be curious if I took it nowadays, because maybe it just wasn't the right time. You know, it's just a weird thing, like, you know, being, like, very, you know, being, like, spiritual, because I believe in a lot of things, you know. Trans life now, too. Just finished watching the penultimate episode of Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2. It has actually gotten so ass. I think it was ass from the beginning, I'm gonna be real. I don't think that show's ever been good. Netflix Avatar. Oh, man. You've been archiving a shit ton of old bands material on Discogs. Art-wise, I haven't really put out anything. I get that sometimes. There have been times where I don't really put out a lot of art. And then I will just randomly, like, be an art-making machine for, like, a week. And then it kind of, like, the cycle just kind of randomizes itself. Like... This is a good song, but I don't really want to listen to this right now. Oh, sure. Okay. Why not? I am Dr. Mario, and I am saving lives. I look different in this game. I am Dr. Mario, and I sacrifice. Ha ha ha, you fell down. In the Mushroom Kingdom, I'm the finest duck by far. Something, 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 something pills and eat our pressure colored pills. They kill all your ills. Just as long as you got fever or deep chills. I'm not gonna sing the next part. But yeah. I do really enjoy Dr. Mario. You know, I think my biggest hot take is that I would like Dr. Mario to come back in the next Smash game. Because I just think he's funny. That's really not... There's really no other reason. I just think he is, like, a very funny character to keep around. Because there's no reason really to keep him around. He's just like slow, shitty Mario at this point. But like, he's funny. I would at least like him to be an alternate costume because I just think the idea of Dr. Mario is really funny. I like the game too. I suck at puzzle games, but I'm pretty okay at Dr. Mario. That's like the one I'm like kind of decent at. That's not like Tetris or Bust a Move. I'm pretty okay at Bust a Move too. At least at Melee, he's, like, viable. Mostly. Where's my fucking Dr. Mario Renaissance? Melee? Where the fuck is it? Why is it there only, like, one guy? Or, like, two guys that like, play, like, Dr. Mario at that level? Come on. I know there has to be more. Like, if there's, like, this 14-year-old kid, like, Rat Monster that can, like, play Luigi... at that level. Why, where the fuck is the Dr. Mario rep for that? Like, come on. I know it exists there somewhere. I know Luigi is like, he has a pretty, you know, he's kind of different like that. You know, he has a more polarizing, you know, game to play. Dr. Mario is a little bit more streamlined, but like, still, like, give me that the fucking Dr. Mario Renaissance. Give me the Rap Doctor. Or the Doctor Bug, or whatever it would be. I think actually a doc made a pretty good... I saw it on Twitter. There was like a full VOD And it caused like discourse because like people were like, why are you uploading VODs on the Twitter? But it was this one doc that was playing against Magi. And I think the doc beat Magi. I don't remember. What was the doc's tag? I don't remember anymore. But it was a really good set. I watched the whole thing. I do enjoy watching Melee still. I don't play it as much as I used to. There's really no other reason other than I don't like L canceling. I just don't like it. I would rather not do it. And you know, you have to L cancel in P+2, but like P+ just feels better to me. I think it's because of the buffer. Does P+ have a buffer? I think it does. Doc's Frat Master's friend. That is true. Friends has been around for a while though. Friends has been around for a while, I think. I still go on the Slippy sometimes to fuck around with like Ganon or like Link. Occasionally I'll play Doc, but or Peach. If they get me mad, I'll play Peach and just start down smashing. Peach is so easy. Can you float cancel? Yes? Congratulations, you can play Peach. Can you camp? It's weird because I haven't played Fleet in Rivals 2 in a while, but I do like playing Fleet. It's just she's a very different kind of like float character. She's a very different kind of float character. I think she's more like Pit in that way. Pit's not a float character, but she plays more like if Pit was like more like Peach. My Fox is like pretty like okay for the level that I play at. Like I can beat people with the Fox. But I do prefer playing Falco, honestly. I just think the lasers with stun are more fun. But like, you know, the thing about Melee is like I don't want to just play a Spacey. Because I enjoy the Spaceys. I enjoy watching the Spaceys is the thing, but like I just think why I want to be unique. I would rather play like fucking Bowser than like play a Spacey if I was like playing Melee seriously. Like, everybody plays the Spaceys. Everybody plays Spaceys except the guys that play Marth. Just play Doc. Loki, I probably would. Honestly, if I played Melee seriously, I would probably play like Doc or like I don't know. I'm not huge on. I would play Pikachu actually. I enjoy playing Pikachu. Pikachu is like kind of like a stubby fox. And you may be thinking, why wouldn't you play Puff, Gooey main? You play Gooey. Why would you play Puff? And my reasoning is, number one, I don't really like playing Puff in Melee that much, actually. I think her general game plan is just not very engaging to me. It's kind of, you know, muddle around and do that kind of shit. But also, Gooey is not Puff. At least, not in a general sense. Gooey is Kirby. I enjoy playing Kirby in Melee. Kirby fucking sucks in Melee. So, it's... Gooey is Kirby until he goes off stage, and then he is Puff. Like... Gooey is Kirby. Like... Even P+ Kirby, like, off stage, you get, like, the fair. You get, like, the F-throw fair confirms. Am I on my evil arc? Because of the tag? No, I just want a different platform fire tag. And, like, streamer tag. And I thought this was nice. You know, it's a nice reference. It suits, like, my personality. How am I doing tonight? You know, I'm doing pretty good. I got back. I was telling this story earlier, so for the people that weren't in the chat. I went to my sister's birthday party today. She turned 9. It was actually, her birthday was actually a week ago, but we did the party today. I don't really know why. I think Gooey's air movement and his his horizontal aerials are very tough. But his ground movement and his general like combo game is very reminiscent of Kirby to me. And he has like the Kirby, he has the Kirby Strongs, but he has the like Kirby. Even his bear is kind of Kirby-ish, because Kirby did use a lot of bear in like Melee, because it's like his like only fucking good aerial. Actually, I think fair's okay. But yeah, you get my point, I'm sure. Like, it makes me sad that Kirby like gets fucking like, or did he call? I think it's because of the goobers. Goober. To me, that's more Yoshi, which I also enjoy because I do enjoy playing Yoshi a lot. The egg. I still suck at drawing collars. I wish I was good at drawing collars. It's a skill I can learn. It's just really hard. I think I did learn it at some point and I forgot. It's like, oh well. I have to try again. Like, you know, I kind of hide it, and I don't really know why, but I'm a big Kirby fan. I love Kirby. I have a little plush of him and DDD on my desk that stare at me every time I'm doing something. I'm apologizing to DDD now for the horrors he has probably seen. Not that I'm doing anything weird, but like still, like. No, I love Kirby. I think Kirby's a really easy series to get into too. Like, you don't have to know that much to get into Kirby. He is a pink ball. He loves his friends. He loves food. He lives on a planet that looks like a star. And sometimes he fights demons. Not literal demons, but sometimes literal demons, but not always literal demons. That's really all you need to know. He's a very basic character. And that was by design. And that's why I enjoy him so much. He's round and funny and cute. I have no hate in my heart for the Curbster. That is a wrong palette. I think the hardest Nintendo series to get into for me was probably Fire Emblem. That's okay, Nikita. You can talk about what you want. I just think, you know, like Fire Emblem, I tried, because I do enjoy, like, playing the Fire Emblem characters, in Smash sometimes, mostly Ike, I do like Ike, but I tried playing, like, Path of Radiance, it's like, this style of gameplay isn't really for me, honestly. I didn't really like it. Draw Pit from Kid Icarus, please. Okay. Let me just get done drawing, Kirby first. I've repeated this like 1,000 times. Pokemon is a series I really love in terms of like external material, but I'm not really huge on the games. I think the games are kind of meh. I think the games are just okay. And you know, that I think that's fine. I think that's completely okay. Because I love the anime and stuff. It's just, Draw Gertie? That's very 90s looking. Yeah, I like to draw him like Superstar. Hang on, I'll add the, I'm gonna draw some, yeah. He's my trick. The Dilly's trick, but it's also just kind of how you draw him. In this style. Maybe too bright or redhead. So it kind of pops out a little more. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add some Gaussian blur. I don't know why I was so slow that time, probably because I'm streaming. But, Just draw around it. This is also how you draw in the Katabe style if you're a Mario fan. It's pretty similar. And there you go. That's a curb. Draw Pit from Kid Icarus. Pit. I probably won't color Pit in, I'm sorry. But... I drew him really good once, and I have not drawn him that good since. I'm drawing on the... there. And what else? It's mostly his hair. His hair's a little bit tough. Everything else isn't that bad. Oh, hell yeah. I could be an asshole and draw him like Captain N, but I'm not doing that to you. I'm not doing that to you. An assholicus. You know, they play Captain N on MeTV Tunes now, I think. I watched it one day. It's like, it's just like a fever dream of a show, because it's like, it's based on like video games based on like 80s depictions of them. This is like a really fever dreamish show. His chest isn't that big. There we go, that's more Pit. That's more in line with Pit. Oh, hang on, let me draw this out. This is wins too. Yeah. Pits. Alright, I'll draw Gertie too, and then I think I'm gonna limit my requests, because I do want to just ask, answer questions. Instead of thinking of like, well, can you just draw this? That's not fun. We got Fever and Chill tonight. I think an accurate take on Captain M would be a cool idea. I've seen I've seen fan art by Ying Yang Jia, who's a really talented artist at like style mimicking. He drew like Captain N in like accurate style. I was gonna have her draw like punching like Homelander or something, but I couldn't do anything. It's Dr. Amigo. Something I do kind of miss about the internet, I think something that AI has like kind of ruined for pretty much all time is funny bootlegs. Because now, like, if you want to make something that looks off-model, you can just say, Grok, generate Mario hitting the fucking Nene or something. And it's like, you know, kids don't know any better. Kids probably gonna believe that shit. It's just like, bootlegs, I think, are like an art that should not be tainted. The granddads of the world. With that question that spoke about Fire Emblem earlier, was there ever a game that took time getting into playing it but ended up enjoying it? You know, I gotta think about that one actually. This is a weird one. I'm gonna say Pushmo. Because I look at Pushmo and I'm like, you know, looks kind of boring. But I played Pushmo, I'm like, this is actually kind of fun. I actually ended up really enjoying Pushmo. For the 3DS, the Nintendo 3DS. So there's a crazy story about this Donkey Kong arcade bootleg. There's a game called Crazy Kong. And it is a bootleg of Donkey Kong that was made on Crazy Climber hardware, which is another arcade name, hence why it's called Crazy Kong. It's very weird looking, kind of ugly, and has sound effects from like the depths of hell. But the weird thing about it is that for a while, yes, spoilers, but yes, it was officially licensed by Nintendo because the demand for Donkey Kong cabinets was so big that they needed more of them. And they couldn't make them themselves, so they're like, hey, can you do it? Like, just make, like, this version of the game that, like, with, like, this bootleg hardware. And they're like, sure. They contacted this company called Falcon, no relation to Captain Falcon. And they did it, but then they started making versions of Donkey Kong that were unofficial without Nintendo's consent. I think there was a one of like Donkey Kong Jr. too, but I don't remember. And Nintendo was like, hey, you can't do that, we're pulling out of this deal. So that is the story of Crazy Kong. You can actually play it at a Fun Spot in New Hampshire, which is like one of my favorite places to be. Yeah, I'll show a picture on screen. This is what it looks like. This is like looks like Donkey Kong from hell. Hell Donkey Kong. This is like Vibing Leaf Donkey Kong. Scary. I think my fascination for bootlegs is what kind of got me into like collecting NES games, which is where I came up with the NES cartridges tag long ago. I don't use it anymore, but that was kind of like the origin. I was just obsessed with like these weird like Mali 7 Super Bros like cartridges and stuff, and like for like the Famicom and stuff. That's how I even figured out like, the Famicom was a thing. Aside from what I knew about from like Super Smash Bros. Brawl or whatever. Oh wait, no, it's not 7, so... Yeah. Like, that's what kind of started my fascination with NES games. That was these fucking bootlegs that... Because they're, like, off-putting in a way, but, like, in a weird way, that's what makes them so fascinating. They're just... They don't look like they're of this world. Because of, like, how... just weird they can get, and, like, how it's, like, things you're familiar with, but, like... I want to say in a way that doesn't feel like I'm referencing that fucking, like... that one Pibby tweet. The worst thing about this is, like, it's all the characters you know, or whatever shit. Like, that's generally how it feels, though. Like, it's just off. I don't know, that's kind of appealing to me in a weird, fucked up kind of way. Those are just funny. Granddad! Stones. Feel free to continue asking questions, by the way. I'll pretty much keep answering until the stream's over, which I don't know when it will be, honestly. I can go for a while still. I'm still pretty wired. I haven't had any soda, weirdly enough. I'm just... Super Markio. I agree. Card server. Card server. It was like the first like game I was like kind of good at. It's card server on Clubbing. That was okay. I was actually pretty good at Sonic 1 when I was little, but still. Alright, good night. See you later. No, it's Disney, I'm still gone. Oh, it's my friend Juniper's birthday. Happy birthday, Juniper. I wish her a happy birthday. That penguin that I hate? Why do you hate John Penguin? What'd John Penguin do to you? Imagine you could get any character in a NASB, but you have to permanently delete one character in return. Who would you add and toss away? I would add Timmy Turner in favor of April O'Neil. Or, no. Maybe not April. April or Iroh. I know the hater in me would say Lucy Lau, but like Lucy's the only rep of her series now. I can't get rid of her, even if I really want to. But like, are we counting characters that were already in the first one? Because I mean, I would like Ablina back at some point, but I understand if she never comes back. Because legit, the reason that they cut Ablina in the first place was because she wasn't popular enough, which kind of sucks. But you know, I can understand. It only hurts a little, but yeah, yeah, you know. Have I seen the Nick movie, The Electric Piper? I have not seen that. Am I being dumber as the chat box in the corner for YouTube chat? It's for both. I think Twitch is just really delayed on there for some reason. Would you be fine seeing original NPCs being featured in Asby 3? Yeah, why would I care? Honestly. I won't mind that at all. If anything, Nicktoons Night representation would be a really cool move. I won't be offended about that at all. Nick played the movie like twice and it was former lost media. I assume they still own the copyright of it and just... Well, that's probably why I've never heard of it then. But only played it twice. Maybe I need to catch up on my Nick history. Alright, this is the canon version, but you have to not get mad, okay? Hope I don't sound rude asking this, but is your character a deer or a moose? Or any other animal, that type of animal, or both? Doe is canonically, my son is canonically an elk. I know she doesn't look much like one, because her snout is not really, like, deer-like. It was more designed more like, you know, Crash Bandicoot. But this is what an elk looks like in real life. I chose this because they're very common, or not that common, but they're somewhat common where I live. Not as much as just, you know, regular white-tailed deer, which is what she was originally, but there's a more personal reason for it, but I can't say on stream. So that's what Doe is. She's an elk. Also makes sense because their noses are a little bit more goofy compared to, like... Yeah. Oh wow. That's really cool for the PS ABR community. I didn't even know they existed. But good luck to them. I hope they can get some games in. I would say that game... I've never played that game, I don't think. Or maybe I did long ago. It was one of Rodney Dangerfield's last roles before his death? Oh my god. Now I feel bad that I haven't heard about this. This sounds like really cool, actually. That's really cool. That's cute. Should I color this one? Yeah, I'll color this one. Ah, boy. I should check on the Moonchild Discord at some point. I'm a moderator in there, and I feel bad because I haven't really been checking. I doubt anybody's made like a ooh, that's way too funny. That's way. I'm pale, but not that pale. Sometimes I do kind of get down in like feelings about my looks. I mean, who really doesn't? But like, alright, see, Gare you know, who doesn't really? I think it's mostly like the voice, really. Thank you, Gare Draw funny, please. I will try. Because my voice is like femme, but not femme. It's really weird to describe. It's not down here. I can go down here, but like, it still sounds like a girl trying to imitate like a guy. It sounds like I'm doing a really shitty like Brock Baker impression, or like a really shitty Joe Swanson, like hey Peter. But that's not my natural timbre. Natural timbre is more like right here. And I can go higher. Like I can go higher like up here, but that doesn't really sound like good. That like this like oh my god. Like yeah, it does kind of sound like Patrick. But like I can go up here. But that doesn't really sound feminine to me either. Like that sounds more like just like I'm SpongeBob. But like yeah. Like it doesn't sound right. Like, and I would really prefer if like my two defaults weren't like SpongeBob or Patrick. Like, I mean, I guess it's thematically appropriate with what like the content I make, but geez, why am I so colorblind? That's way too pale. There you go, that's fair. I've been thinking about getting into like buying a bunch of jumpsuits lately, because I like jumpsuits. I like wearing jumpsuits. I think they will look good on me. That is not Django Fett. That is Jangdo Fett. That'd really fun to draw. Actually, I might draw that. It'd be fun to do this again. Maybe tomorrow. Well, you know, tomorrow. You know what I haven't done in a while? Maybe I should do that tomorrow. You know what? Tomorrow should be Tier List Tuesday. Because I haven't done Tier List Tuesday in a while, actually. I was actually pretty consistent with it, and then I just stopped. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that again. You know, like, I do think about, I do get kind of in my feels when I see, like, comments like, you know, like, oh, you don't sound, you sound weirder, you don't sound like a girl, and it's like, well, like, how do I sound, like, I guess I gotta do voice training more, because, like, maybe there's something I'm missing, but, like, I don't really know. Because I don't think I sound like a boy, at least not to me. Maybe I do to you, but I don't sound like a girl either. I just sound like a thing. Have I played Mina Holler? Yes, I love it. I love Mina. I'm not that good at it. It's a challenging game. It is a very challenging game. But I love it. It's so good. I'm going to main her in Rivals too, alongside Good. Don't get twisted. Instantly. I don't care if she plays like shit, I will do it. I trust she's in good hands now. Would you rather fight Garfield or Zim? Oh no. Is uninstalling the game an option? Because Zim is doable if the Zim player sucks. Right? Like... Like... I can fight a bad Zim. Or like an aggro Zim. I like fighting aggro Zims. They're fine enough. Because Zim dies at like 50. Optimally. Garfield's just a slog. He's not fun to fight. I love him, but he's a menace in Nasby too. Like just seeing him bear out of my fucking shit just pisses me off. I guess I can't complain though. I guess I can't, Beaver's name can't complain, but still. Rather fight Jimmy. Bleep bleep. There's supposed to be an alert box. Oh, actually, where the fuck is my, something missing. There it is. Oh no, sorry, I forgot about that for this stream. The alert box, there should be a separate alert box for YouTube now, because I felt bad that they were getting left out, because a lot of my retention actually comes from YouTube rather than my Twitch, because my YouTube is technically 10 times bigger than my Twitch account. But I tend to focus a lot more on my Twitch streams than my YouTube streams, because, I don't know. I feel like Twitch is like the streaming thing. And YouTube is more like for like my videos. I think Garfield's design is inherently very dumb in Nasby 2, and I would rather he get reworked. Like that, I would much rather that, to be honest. I like because I like how it was in Nasby 1. He was kind of like this weird like keep away character. But I think it worked in the context of that game. He was a little bit irritating, but he definitely wasn't as irritating as like other characters. And then too, they just made him like a boring spacey clone with an unfun install mechanic to play around. Got like 10,000 of those. I didn't even know them. That's really just because they thought it would be funny. I guess it was funny, but like, if you had to ask me seriously, yeah, I would definitely rework Garfield for Nasby 3 or whatever. Or like a hypothetical Nasby 2 patch that we're probably not getting. Ever. Which sucks, but that's what the mods are for. Yeah, let me see if I can like... Where is... CSBA? I want to like stretch it though. This is the thing. It's kind of the hard part. Because I don't got a lot of space. So I guess you can see my... Yeah, I guess I can reveal. Yeah, I guess I can reveal that. Yeah. So you guys can see a little bit more space. Oh, I forgot this. I need to remove this one from my place because it's like 6 minutes long. There you go. I love that song that like I made that like loop of it for Nasby 2 and forgot to make a normal version for stream. What animal would you like to see represented in Rivals of Aether? Me personally, I want a penguin because they're cool, or a turtle because that'd be the closest I get to Koopa in a fighting game. Well, I was gonna say penguin too, honestly, but we got a penguin. Gooey's level 50 skin is a penguin. So thinking about it, I would honestly want a giraffe, which there's a giraffe character in our Etherverse, so that can work, or some kind of horse. Because, like, you know, horses, there are a lot of wild horses, so that could be possible, you know, maybe like a zebra or something. I think a Hans would be very funny, a horse. I don't think there's really any character that you could make into a horse except like Absa, but Absa wouldn't really fit that kind of vibe. You know, she's more like, you know, kind of calculating, so I don't think that would really fit like a horse. I feel like a horse would be like a very mashy character. Maybe there's a horse in the Etherverse that I forgot about, but honestly, I don't remember. Oh, Sarah, thank you for subbing. Love you very much, babe. Yay, we got another sub. So, just drawing tonight. Yeah, I guess I should have accounted for that, huh? Let me think about this. Very basic. Yeah, I'm not trying too hard. Hey Paranoid, what's up? That's okay. You don't need the sub. Honestly, I don't have that many subs on Twitch. That's okay. Okay, I know I'm like a smaller streamer. So maybe one day that audience will come, but you know, I'm not too stressed if it never does. Sylvanas and Rivals 2, please. Honestly, I would like Pop. Because I like Pop. I also would like if everybody came back, though. I don't think there's a character I would be like, no! No, don't come back. Like, no. Except Ori, but like, Ori's not coming back, so it's like, who cares? Just thinking about it. I just got a Steam notification from Mario. He just said, "Good job!" Thank you, Mario. I don't know what else to say. That's really all he told me. Thank you, Mario. Anyway. I would like more original characters. I understand if that's not really in the budget right now because I know Rivals has been kind of struggling financially for a little bit, which is sad because I do really hope the team goes above and beyond. But Oh, hang on, I got another message from Mario. It's like every time I stream, there's like a guy just like role playing as a character in my notifications, and like it's like a Blue's Clues event. You know, let me see what Mario has to say. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to respond to this one, so I'll just leave you at that, Mario. I'm sorry. Alright, Sky, I'll see you. Here's too small. Eyes are too big. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Sun Hedge. I think you got messaged by the real Mario. Loki, I think I did. I don't know why he's doing that pose, but maybe he's telling you to put the vape down. I don't know. Vaping? That's no good. I cannot draw kills tonight. Very cool. That's a very beefy Sonic leg. Let me fix that. I feel like Sonic is just one of those characters that I'm very intricate about, and I don't really know why, because I feel like he's not a terribly hard character to draw. But he has so many intricacies that people really care about because he's looked like, you know, he's looked like this for like 7 years, like 17 years. So it's like, I really hope the Fortnite model kind of causes like a domino effect where like we get like something cool out of it. I don't know. It might do nothing. But
bombs away!
oh, that sounds like a follower. But I can see Mr. Twister, if you can follow him. SBO is one of my favorite Sonic characters, and I honestly couldn't really tell you why. I don't really know why. I just think he's cool. I definitely prefer his classic design though. Does he even have 4 fingers? Yeah, I do have a habit of drawing long fingers. Although with Sonic characters, I think it's okay because, like, they kind of have, like, weird cartoon fingers anyway. Time! Spam. I think the first Animal Crossing's music is underrated. Some of the stuff is like a bop. Aside from like the opening theme, which I feel like is pretty iconic at this point. Long finger. Sorry, I just had a moment of like introspection there. I was just thinking about something real quick. I really don't know a lot this stream. It's been almost 2 hours. Wow. I'll keep going. One thing I do really wish I was better at drawing is Spider-Man. Because I think he's such a cool character. But it's mostly just I can like draw the general shape of him pretty well. That's not the issue. I don't know why I gave him like a double chin. He doesn't have that. But like this part's easy. This part's always easy. And then it's like then you have to like draw the web on his face. It's like oh. Like, I can't make it look good, is the thing. This always looks weird when I do it. You have to be very precise. That doesn't look terrible. I have been liking the Petra Parker trend where she's transfemme. That's really cool. I saw Brand New Day. It was a really fun movie. I really enjoyed it. Got me back on my Marvel bullshit. Spider-Man. It's really hard. if I'm more of like a Spider-Man fan or a Batman fan. I would say probably I give Batman the edge. Because I'm really a sucker for like those kind of like, it has to be the white girl in me. But I do really enjoy true crime. And Batman kind of scratches that itch, even if it's not like true crime. It's, you know, fictional obviously still. But like, just the nature of him like being a detective is really cool to me. Because like Batman is legit just like big kid Scooby-Doo. They find the guy. You know, something weird is going on. Batman tries to figure it out. He finds a clue. You know, he figures, you know, something else happens.
Away.
Spur, thanks for following. And then he figures it out, and he finds the guy, but instead of like the guy being like, oh, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling bat. He tries to beat the shit out of Batman, which always goes bad because, you know, Batman is Batman. You know. And then, like, that kind of ends the same way, too, honestly. I'd also say I'm much better at drawing bats than Spider. But that's also because I've, like, practiced, right? Like, I love B-Test so much. I've practiced a little bit. It's really cool style, too. Shitty little logo, but whatever. I like drawing him like a brick shit house. That's my favorite thing to me. Yes, I do. Actually, yes, I do know the penny poker. Gotham is funny because, like, in universe, it's not that far away from where I live. Well, it's usually not that far from where I live. It depends on what the continuity, of course, but still, like. Yeah. This is gonna suck because it's from memory, but still. Not terrible, actually. I kinda fucked up the hair, but, you know. For being off models, I could do worse. Yeah. The Joker's trick. I love B-Tash Joker so much. She's one of my favorites. I'll probably keep going for until we hit the 2-hour mark, and then I think I'll sign off for the night because now it'll be past midnight. And it's like, yeah. It's like, do I really need to be streaming past midnight? Let's go to bed. Yeah, that's a joke. What the hell? Twitter's glitching out for me. My Sonic drawings really popped off today. I don't really know why I was in such a Sonic mood, but yeah. Glad to know that I still got it, I guess. Yeah, 10K likes on the Trans Tails drawing. It's pretty cool. I was just thinking of that one meme where it's like, that Reddit post where it's like, my friend came out and told me her name is Mildred. I want to be supportive, but fucking Mildred? Like, I just thought that was so fucking funny. Oh my god, somebody made a double my comic. Let me put this on screen. Barbers. Yeah, let's watch this real quick here.
Look, Eddie, I like you. You're a nice guy. Except you're not. But, look, I know I've changed, but I still just like girls.
But we're non-binary. We're literally...
Yeah, I know. Literally two guys. But I'm not really feeling that either.
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. That was a good dub. I like that. That was really good. Yeah. That was by I think it was got Gartoons. I don't know if I'll hop on Fortnite again. Well, no, I have to, because, we're doing that big, Sonic Mega Man Crash event. Pac-Man, too. Just take it. Like, I don't know, Sonic is such a, like, a polarizing series to like, because I do agree with a lot of the criticisms brought towards it in recent years. Like, I would like change at this point. But also, like, I think there are some things that, you know, don't really need to be addressed. Like, there are some points where I'm, like, thinking, like, okay, guys, like, I think we're just bored. I don't know. I think people are just afraid of him, like, becoming, like, the laughing stock he was in the mid-2010s. I would never want to go back to that myself, but, like, yeah. So that's a really important character to me, and I feel like I don't talk about him enough. In terms of, like, video games, he was kind of, like, my first real, like, fixation. because I played, because my dad, growing up, my dad had a Dreamcast. Still does. And he had a bootleg, like this bootleg Genesis emulator called Obsidian on there. I don't even know if it was bootleg. I don't even know what the fuck it was. I'd have to look more into it. But it had a bunch of ROMs that were labeled, and some of the ROMs were Doom ports. Which I think is honestly kind of impressive that I got even got Doom on the Dreamcast. Well, I guess not, because Doom on a 6th gen console was probably isn't that impressive actually now I think about it, but still. It had a bunch of Genesis ROMs. And I just kind of naturally gravitated towards the Sonic games. But the one I really liked the most was Sonic 1. I played a lot of Sonic 1. But the interesting thing about Sonic 1 on the Dreamcast is that the Dreamcast emulation is like notoriously terrible. It sounds like it doesn't know how to emulate the FM. So it will just play like everything as if it was like PSG, which is, if you don't know, it's like, kind of like the square wave in the back of some Genesis song. So this is what Sonic 1 sounded like to me for the first few years of my life knowing what video games were. It sounded like this. And hot take, I don't really mind it. I think it sounds okay. I think that's mostly just like a Sonic 1 thing, because a lot of Sonic 1 songs do sound pretty good still, I'd say. I'm a big Sonic 1 fan, so... But this is what it sounded like to me for the first... during my youth, this is what it sounded like to me. And when I was old enough to, know what, emulation was, and, play Genesis ROMs on my Kega Fusion or some shit like that. When I heard, where'd my cursor go? Orange, right? It's just completely missing from my... That's weird. Oh. That's why. My ad block is fucking it up. Hang on one sec. Oh god, not at games, bro. When I heard what Sonic 1 sounded like for the first time, genuinely, even this is like... This is off key. This is off key. That's not what that sounds like. That's not right. Am I crazy? That's off key, right? Yeah, it is off key. I just have an ear for that kind of stuff, I guess. But yeah, that was weird. Sonic 2 on the Dreamcast didn't have any music at all, past the little sparkle on the title screen. So that's all I heard Sonic 2 sound like, except for Emerald Hill Zone, because it was in Brawl. It was in Smash Brawl. That is really all I heard from Sonic 2 for so long. That's really all I heard. Sonic 3 had... So I'm curious if it's on here. Sonic 3 Dreamcast OST. I'd be curious if it was even on here. Okay, the channels are fucking eating each other, but actually that doesn't sound terrible. Yeah, yes, sir. That was basically the thing about Dreamcast emulation. It just kind of sounded all like Master System music to me. And I grew up actually playing Master System games because my pop-pop had my dad's old Master System at his house. And I would play Alex Kidd in Miracle World and like Penguin Land, which Penguin Land is an absolute fucking classic. I'll just show you like footage of it because I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with Penguin Land. But this was the kind of stuff I grew up playing, and that's why I'm such a... Oh, ew. No, not the FM music. Hang on, I got... Sorry. My tastes are... I hate FM Sega Master System music. Sorry, it just sounds really bad. Hang on, is this one? No, there's gotta be one where it has the original music. Come on. Please. No! Alright, this is a quest now. I gotta find... Alright, this one has a... Hang on. No! Ah! No, I know I can find it. Hang on. Penguin Land, Sega Master System. I don't even want to know what that is. Please. No! Why does nobody have the PSG version? Okay, whatever. We'll use this as an example. Weird that I have to pull out like the Japanese version to find it, but this is what it sounded like to me. Yes! Penguin Land. I love this one. It was like a weird puzzle game where you had to just like roll this egg around, and it was hard for like little kid me. I haven't really played it much since then, so I'm not sure if it would be hard for me now, but it was like very, very cautious. And you got near that polar bear would literally fucking punch you. Or... But yeah, that was my experience with like... That was my experience, my like first experience with Sonic the Hedgehog. And that's also like kind of unfortunately why I didn't really get into like the modern games until I was much older, because I had Generations, so I was aware of them. I really enjoyed Generations, but I still mostly just enjoyed playing like the classic levels. And Sonic 4 really didn't do it for me, or anyone, really. Maybe it did for you, but... Played Sonic 4, was not a fan. And then, when I was in middle school, or at least, I might have been in middle school or just starting out high school, one fateful day, Sonic Mania was announced, and that was, like, my most anticipated game of, like, of the decade. Sonic Mania came out, and then when that shit came out, I played it like the entire way through without stopping, like once. Oh my god, I love Sonic Mania. It's still such a fucking good game. It's kind of hard to say who my favorite Sonic character is, though. I feel like my cop-out answer is like Eggman. Because I don't think there's really a game where Eggman is, like, bad in it. I mean, like, badly written, not bad as a character. Obviously, he's the villain. So, like, yeah. But, like, he's just such a, like, he's just such a character. Like, obviously I really enjoyed his you know, Dr. Robotnik from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Mr. Pingus. But really just, I enjoy pretty much every Eggman incarnation, even modern Eggman, who, in spite of my you know, disgrace towards his voice actor, unfortunately, which is, I really wish just didn't happen. Because damn. I guess it's just a lesson that, you know, talented people can be really shitty too. But yeah, but still really enjoy Eggman as a character. I'm doing like flipping him off too, like trying to make sure I get that backwards when I have that. Because I think his hands are backwards. But whatever. Your first Sonic game was Colors? I still enjoy Colors. I remember watching my older sibling play it mostly as a kid rather than playing it myself. But it was really fun because they kind of sucked at the hang on, it's gonna come to me. I know a name. Don't tell me. Aqua Park. Aqua. Fuck. I know what it is. Don't tell me. Don't tell me! I can do this! Don't tell me! Sonic Colors up. Aquarium Park. I was close. I was thinking of Aqua Lake from Sonic 2 on the Master System. I don't know why I can never. Yeah, but like Aquarium Park, you know, Aquarium Park, they would like not like they didn't really know what to do when they got in the water, so we just started like freaking out when the timer started doing it. Yeah, there's also Aqua Forest. I think there's an Aqua stage in Sonic Chaos. Maybe. Sonic Chaos is a really funny game. You can be in like 15 minutes. Really. What was the speed? Sonic Chaos speed run world record. I'm curious what the... You can beat it in 11 minutes. 11 minutes and 23 seconds. That was the world record set by Kirby Master. So actually, 15 minutes is an unoptimal run. Sorry, my friend Mikey just sent me something. Yeah. Okay, well, we're past the 2:10 minute mark. I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. But I probably will stream tomorrow too. Might do like Tier List Tuesday or Rivals 2. We could do both in one stream probably, actually. Now I think about Tier List Tuesday would be fun because I can get my friends on. But I'm gonna head out for now. I will see y'all later, and thank you for joining the stream. Please donate or sub if you want to support me, or just follow. No worries. Anything counts, really. I'll see you next time. Thank y'all for joining.